Hello, welcome to Because You Watched. My name is Ali Ghandour.
I'm Hillary Ann Matthews.
And I'm Jacquis Neal.
Let's dig into it, y'all. What have you been watching?
You know what I've been watching? I've completed watching.
Yes, because you just told us off air.
Cool. I can leave. I have finished watching what is the series run of the original, note the word original, Squid Game. Well, they have... Little spoiler alert, somewhat. At the end of Squid Game Season 3, it is very much alluded that we are going to be getting Squid Game America, basically.
Interesting.
Wow. Isn't that
with an
what
American
we're already
cast.
going through?
Well, exactly, right? It's going to be an American cast. There is a pretty big cameo at the end of Squid Game Season 3 that, and David Fincher, what's his name, David Fincher?
Sure,
is... like slated to be the head of Squid Game
cool.
USA.
I'll definitely watch a Fincher joint.
Should be interesting. I loved season 1 of Squid Game. Mm-hmm. I thought it was interesting. It was an interesting take. I thought it was dope that as a person who does a lot of dubbing, I thought it was dope that like a dubbed show got so popular in America, and even though people were listening to the dubs or subtitles, whatever, the show itself still got very popular.
Cool.
Which is not common. Season 2 was so incomplete for me. Part of the reason because I didn't know that season 3 was already in the can and they were going to cliffhanger it in that way. I just got done watching season 3. It is the most bleak shit that
oh man, that gets me excited for
ever watched.
I'm in.
It is so fucking bleak. It is so bleak toward humanity in a way that like season 1 was not.
Come on.
I'm telling, it's crazy. I mean, I'm watching it, and season 1 came out 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
Feels
Which was a bleak time for all of us, but we were all connected. We all needed something.
Yeah.
Now we're just like, all right, we're 5 years deep post-pandemic. Things aren't great in the world. And like this view of humanity in this season was so dauntingly depressing.
Even what you're describing, because like I watched season 1 and I thought that was really dark.
Yeah.
This is a positive for me because one of the pieces from season 1 or like post season 1, the like Squid Game fever that was happening was like, it felt like people lost some of the main message of Squid Game, which was like, capitalism fucking sucks, and this brutal game that we have to play with each other, and like this crabs in a bucket kind of thing where you have to like claw people down and all of that. It felt like it got lost in some of the Squid Game culture that emerged. A lot of the like fun, like we're doing a Squid Game type thing that involved like heavy merchandising and like game show versions of it and stuff. It's like, oh, it feels like you missed the point.
Yeah,
you know?
the game show version of it is crazy.
I watched it, and it is.
So it's like,
was it fun?
I enjoyed it, but it was
but
definitely.
it was removed from
I
the
tell
original
you,
source content.
The game show version was a lot more. It touched me in a better way because it was like, oh, like it gave me hope for humanity because in the game show they found ways to work together.
Oh, that's great.
In ways that like you don't see. He was like, yeah, the human aspect of this would take over.
Yeah.
And in season 3, like you said, the first season was capitalism is bad, and like this is what we have to do to like beat it. Season 3 is just like, oh no, humans are bad.
Wow, yeah.
Humans are bad.
That's tough.
Like, we inherently are evil. It was kind of the message of season 3.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch. I'll see it.
It was tough. It was very fucking tough. And you know, we kind of talked about this too, how something gets really big and then it gets really popular and then the quality of it seemingly degrades and then it kind of comes out of the zeitgeist in a way. And I think people still watch this just for completion. I did watch the dub just because I'm lazy, although I support subtitles.
As a concept.
As a concept. As a concept to read, I support subtitles.
We've gone back and forth on it, but like it does feel fair to have words at the bottom when the language is different.
It does. Yeah. It does. And it make the acting of the original version is what it is, and it's made even a little more hokey by the dub.
Sure.
So like a big reason why, I mean, look, as somebody who does dubs, and when that whole discourse about, this isn't even what they're saying and like is worse and things like that, that is true, but that is for a very particular reason, is because the alternative to that is to have either what is being said end before the person's mouth stops talking, or you keep talking and the person is like still, so that's the big reason why you have to shorten up a lot, because a lot of translations are not one-to-one.
Totally.
And then two, when you are dubbing, you're basically just doing karaoke. And so it's so hard to act because one, you have to follow their exact expression, their exact cadence, their exact everything, which is not in my own voice. And you have to follow it at the exact time that they are moving their mouths. So you just kind of lose all acting.
That's hard.
You lose it. It's not, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Really.
Wow.
And you're not doing it in a way that you would do it. And so there's really no acting involved. It's just following the karaoke dot.
Yeah, it's kind of like the spontaneity of it is completely gone, because there's like a roadmap that you're watching,
and
it's
in
like
the sessions
up, down here,
it's even like you gotta get the inflection up, and I'm like, that's not how I would say that. You have to breathe at the do that right there. It even says it like nose breathe and things like that. And
effort noises, a lot of those too, a lot of like
yes.
A lot of those.
I've had to do sex scenes dubs, and that's so awkward.
Cool.
It's so awkward.
What is that like? Could you do a little bit?
Yeah. So I'm following the dot. Ooh ah
Ooh
e.
Okay, that sounded authentic.
Thank you so much.
That was I think the character climaxed on the E, right?
Yeah.
We all know the character climaxed on the E.
But yeah,
that's a trip.
But enough dystopian universe and world. What else are we watching?
Okay, so I recently, very late to the game, watched the first few episodes of The Studio and had a great time. I was watching with my parents.
That's fun.
And the three of us enjoyed it. After the first episode, my father's review was, it's pretty good. And then when he heard me verbatim repeat that to my sister, he said, no, it's a good show. It's a good show. So I don't really know.
Which is what he said.
Yeah.
Which is what you said he said.
Yeah.
But he was more emphatic when I was repeating,
I get you.
Again, verbatim.
Yes.
Exactly his review after the first episode. So I think it's good. I'd like to keep watching it. It is kind of sussy and silly and heightened, and I enjoy it. I like the premise that they seem to be spooling out, which is that power corrupts. It's a fun idea, which is that what if a true movie lover, a cinemaphile,
I think it is
cinephile.
I would love a cinnamon file.
A real purveyor of cinnamon.
Oh my gosh.
A true auntie-on,
yeah.
With some ice glaze.
If a cinephile, somebody who truly and purely loves film, all of a sudden had all of the power to make films, but also was completely under the thumb of the powers that be in terms of having to mass market non-art.
Yeah. I've heard that I've not watched it as well. I think I probably said this on this show that I have a tough time watching things I audition for.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Because I'm petty. But like I hear it's great, and I do want to watch it because there are really great people in it that I know and people that I enjoy.
Well, fortunately, Ali auditioned for it, and I was only reading the sides along with him, so I was able to watch it.
You were able to watch it, so you also haven't watched it
I
yet
did,
either.
yeah. And this is one that it was taken away from me because I forgot that I auditioned for it. Like I probably, when I got to the scene, I probably would have been like, wait a minute. You know, but
That's the only way that we remember is when you're watching something and all of a sudden you have something that feels like deja vu, and it's because you have read those lines and then completely erased it from your brain.
Erased them from my memory.
Yeah.
Can you both say what roles you auditioned for?
I don't know I forgot the name of the role, but it went to a homie, Dwayne Perkins, who's great.
Cool.
I love Dwayne.
That's a big role. That was a series regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Says
John.
Jacquis, who kind of just stares off middle distance.
Well, Dwayne's terrific.
Yeah. Dwayne's great. I love Dwayne. Love Dwayne.
That's a big role. That would have been life-changing, Jacquis.
Been great.
Yeah. I understand Dwayne's starring in the new Marvel movie now.
Oh, fantastic.
And I heard it was purely from his performance in the studio.
He booked his Marvel. He booked the MCU in this audition.
They said it was, they saw his tape and they were blown away by it.
We are undoubtedly living in the time of spin-offs.
Yeah.
It seems that nobody likes to make or watch anything that they can't trust that it comes from somewhere that they already know about.
It's so risky.
Yeah, there's too much chaos in the world. There's too much unknown. We have a fear of the strange. And so instead, we have to watch a spin-off of a spin-off of a spin-off of a spin-off. Okay, so what I have in front of me is a list of all of the spin-offs of Real Housewives.
My gosh, was that like a list of 1,000? I feel like there's so many.
That's a good question.
Real
So first quiz question is how many do you think there are on this list total?
Spin-offs of...
Well, here's what I'll tell you. Of the main franchise series, which is like Real Housewives of Orange County, Real Housewives of New York City, there's 10 in the United States. So the spin-offs that include in the U.S. and the international versions.
So there's already 10 just based on the cities.
Yeah.
And then there are spin-offs another degree away from those?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, like spin-offs. Oh, kind of like how Vanderpump Rules also has like whatever.
Vanderpump Villa.
Yes.
Okay, so the U.S. main franchise cities.
Yeah.
The Real Housewives of Orange County, New York City, Atlanta, New Jersey, D.C., Beverly Hills, Miami, Potomac, Salt Lake City, and Dallas. Okay.
Dallas.
Valencia, California, dissed once again.
Got robbed. Valencia got robbed.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Six Flags.
I was just there 2 days ago, and let me tell you, I saw no Housewives.
Well, it's because they got
No,
canceled.
they got
but
canceled.
I will never forget the fight between Danelia and Corduroy
At Six Flags
at
Magic
Six
Mountain.
Flags Magic Mountain. Yeah.
Brutal.
One of them
in the
took
line
their-
for Viper.
Yeah, in the line for Viper. One of them took their Razzleberry Blast Fizz, XXL size, threw it in Corduroy's face.
But then Corduroy got her back with the funnel cake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Dang.
did.
It's huge.
Yeah, it was
this.
massive.
I missed this drama.
It's what we could be.
They didn't want you to see it because it was
Yeah.
too. It was
too
too
much. It
dramatic.
was too much.
Green light this, network execs out there.
So we have spin-offs from those 10.
Yeah.
And are we including international or no? Just
No.
those 10. Okay.
We're just gonna do
How
spin-offs
many?
and limited series U.S.
All right.
I'm going to say off of those 10, I'm going to say there's 15 others.
15 others. I'm going to go Price is Right rules.
One spin-off.
$1 more. No, I will try to get an actual number. I think if I'm thinking of like all the 15 is a lot. 15 is a lot, but then I'm gonna say 18.
Okay, so 15 is a lot, and you said so. Let's jack it up higher.
Go higher.
There are 11.
Dang,
wow.
I should have went with my
Yeah.
gut.
I'm honestly almost surprised that it's not more. The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, Real Housewives of New York City Legacy, Luann, that happened because all of the original New York Housewives were too deep into alcoholism, and
Jeez.
I mean, I don't think that's the official reason.
Yeah.
But
they swapped him out with a legacy cast?
They swapped them out with a brand new cast. Everyone is much younger. And then people were kind of still clamoring for their original divas.
Yeah.
And so then they had
Legacy.
the Real Housewives of New York City Legacy.
Wow.
Okay.
Luann and Sonia, Welcome to Crappy Lake. Candy and the Gang, Don't Be Tardy. Bethany Ever After. Bethany and Frederick. I don't even know who Frederick is.
Apparently he was with Bethany.
Apparently. Manzode with Children. Teresa Checks In, which I also have never heard of, and to me it sounds like she's, having a glamorous vacation at a mental institute.
Yeah.
Vanderpump Rules, I've heard of it.
Okay.
And Vanderpump Villa.
Yes.
And then what's not on here is The Valley, which is a spinoff of Vanderpump
Rules,
Rules, which is a
right.
spinoff of The Real Housewives.
Yeah.
And
So that's 12.
so I mean, I don't know where you draw the line, but
Where do you draw the line?
yeah.
So many spinoffs. I can't imagine. People are watching these. I know that. I can't
Okay.
imagine why. It's so much.
In a way, I'm looking at all of these international titles, and I can't imagine why I'm not watching.
Why you're
these.
not watching them?
Yeah, I want to know about the Real Housewives of Lagos.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
Johannesburg.
which one of these spin-offs appeals to you most that you haven't watched? Just by name alone.
By name alone, are we going international? I would say Cape Town.
The Cape Town one?
Immediately, yeah, Cape Town. But also Warsaw,
Warsaw's
Cool.
would be interesting.
and also Napoli.
Napoli.
Okay,
Is there any African ones in there?
So the Real Housewives of Lagos.
Lagos,
Lagos,
okay.
Nigeria. And Cape Town, South Africa.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me this is the last quiz question.
Yes.
Tell me which one of these is an actual show that exists.
Oh, I love this.
Okay. The Real Housewives of Lurban, The Real Housewives of Durban, or The Real Housewives of Turban,
Ooh,
or
wow.
The Real Housewives of Suburban.
Suburban is definitely
Which
not
one's
it.
real?
I hope it's Turban.
I hope it's that fourth one that you almost forgot to include in the list. I'd love to watch Real Housewives of Turban.
I'm gonna say it's Real Housewives of Turban. It's the real one.
I gotta go Durban.
Durban.
It's Durban.
It's Durban.
Which is a city in South Africa. Okay. Well, I gotta go. I gotta watch The Real Housewives of Bangkok.
There you go.
The Real Housewives of Warsaw and Hungary. Honestly, that sounds like compelling.
All right. There are a lot of things coming out, a lot of suggestions that we can make. But I want to make a suggestion of a show that I have never watched that is coming out called Dexter Resurrections. Have you guys ever watched any of the Dexters?
I've watched Zero Dexter.
Me too.
Yeah.
Zero Dexter.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think this is fun. I there are so many shows coming out that are being rebooted or just rebooted that I never watched.
Yeah.
And this is one that I'm like, should I go back and watch those and then make my way to this current one that's
Right.
coming out? And I kind of want to do that.
My only point of reference for Dexter was being in college, and a friend of mine who was kind of like as much as a scaredy cat as I inherently am, she had to watch Dexter for a class, and I wish I remembered what class it was. It might have been like I mean, I want to say like the criminal psyche, but I'm like, would they be watching
Funny,
Dexter if that's what
yeah.
it was?
Probably.
Maybe. I
Probably.
forget. But and she was really spooked about it, and it kind of worked as aversion therapy to her. I think that she was really proud of herself.
She was
for
proud of herself for
getting
doing
to
it.
Dexter. But my only knowledge of it is that it's basically an ethical serial killer.
It's an ethical serial killer,
Okay.
yeah. And so like I've watched You, the
Which you
show
love.
You. Did you love that?
I haven't watched it.
Oh, I did like You.
I just know that about you, and I
I
think it's
did
funny.
like You. I liked You, and it begs the question: do we root for a serial killer? Which the answer is no. You should not. But Dexter also is kind of the original You. But I don't know if it's like a romantic thing, but it is a serial killer that you're supposed to root for,
Yeah.
which is an inherent,
Yeah, that's
juxtaposition.
I was just thinking about that. Like, I looked it up. The first season of Dexter was 2006.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think. We had like a wave of anti-hero shows, right? Like where the main character is someone you shouldn't be rooting for. Breaking Bad, absolutely like the peak of that, right? When we kind of get this like villain kind of arc. And I'm trying to think like before.
Sopranos.
Say what?
The Sopranos was
The
that era?
Sopranos, right?
Sopranos,
yeah. And I'm trying to think like before
Goofy movie.
the Goofy movie
We
as
should
well.
not be rooting for Max. He's an asshole to Goofy.
He's a piece of shit.
I wonder though. I wonder if you guys agree with this because there are 2 previous Dexter shows. This is the 3rd.
So there's Dexter original.
So there's Dexter,
OG.
06 to 2013,
Okay.
which is kind of in line with the anti-hero that you were talking about. Then in 2013, that kind of went away, and then it came back in 2021. Dexter New Blood.
Ew.
Ew.
Yucky.
I like old blood.
What's the premise of that?
So the premise of that is it's set 10 years after the original finale, and Dexter lives under a new alias, and this focuses on the relationship with his son. Is that show.
Okay.
Now we have this new one, Dexter Resurrection, and then there are 3 more spinoffs and prequels in development or in production right now. Dexter Origins, Dexter New Blood, Season 2, and then Trinity Killer, which is a spinoff title to be determined.
Remember when there was that Ted Bundy movie?
Yeah.
Who was that? Was that Zac Efron, or am I totally
There was Zac. I
misremembering
think it was
that?
Zac Efron.
And there was debate, there was discourse about how it felt like they were romanticizing and glamorizing a serial killer.
That's right.
In the trailer, at least. So I think that does help keep it in the zeitgeist, and I think that there is such a voracious appetite for My Favorite Murder and true crime that they are kind of like, we should bring back. People
White
still love
man
it.
killers.
White male killers.
Yeah.
They are still on top of the world. We want to help them stay there.
Yeah.
My brain is all the way back at I'm still at Dexter OG, and now I'm at Dexter New Blood. You said 10 years after the finale of the first one, new alias with his son. Is it all about him being like, come on, sport, come out and cut a few necks with me? And then yeah, like the child is like, no, Dad, I want to do TikTok.
Come cut a few necks with me, boy.
Come on. You can't eat your vegetables until you've sliced off a man's head.
Yes. I hope that's what it's about.
But then what is this?
Resurrection.
Yeah.
At this point, he should be in jail.
Sorry. Jacquis just looked at me with like such utter sincerity.
He should have been arrested by now. And I'm gonna assume that at the end of Dexter Resurrection, he either dies or is arrested. If it doesn't end with that, we have done a disservice to justice.
I would love a season of Dexter where it's just Dexter does time.
Yeah.
We just get to see some of it.
Yeah.
It's like
That'd
people,
be
I was
fun.
a 24 fan for a while, big guilty pleasure, and people used to talk about just wanting to see like 1 hour where Jack Bauer is just like showering and brushing his teeth.
Yeah, 'cause that's what he would be doing.
Let's see some of that.
We got to see. That's a part of the 24 unless he stink.
Yeah.
And I don't think Jack Bauer stinks.
I don't think so.
I think
Didn't
he-
look
I
like
think
he
he's
stank.
well-groomed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looked like he smelled good.
Trinity
smell
Killer
good.
is based on the character John Lithgow played in the original Dexter.
Interesting. Okay. John Lithgow is dope. Is there anything else that we should be watching that's not grim and that involves murder?
Yeah.
What?
It's called Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders. It's called America's Dang Sweethearts. And I just finished watching the second season. I absolutely loved it. I loved the first season. I was left bereft and was just like, I think I might just start rewatching from season 1, episode 1. I think it's so interesting. Like, the first season shows these women working incredibly hard. They're high-level athletes. They have to have this incredibly high level of dance and performance and athleticism while looking like pop stars. and they aren't paid anything of substance, so they all have to have full-time jobs or like 18 different part-time jobs.
What kind of other jobs do they have while they're trying out to be Dallas Cowboy
season
cheerleaders?
1, well, trying out, but also when they are.
Oh, when
on
they
the
are,
team.
yeah.
Because they don't get paid. They got paid $15 an hour.
That's
Brutal.
so wild.
And
even still today, or like original back in the,
So they just, because of the efforts that are documented on season 2, they just got a quote unquote 400% raise, which means that they get $75 an hour, which is a major improvement.
Yeah.
Though I think that there's still arguments to be made that
the fact that they are per hour is insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
Correct.
That's insane.
Correct. And so there are people who, like, you're watching these cheerleaders, like there's a scene in season 2. These are ones who are trying out and who do end up making the team, but they are at a drive-through after their grueling like multi-hour practice. They're young women also, and they are at Taco Bell, and they're being like, well, what should we get, and they're being like, I don't know if I have enough on my card, like I don't know, well, let me just transfer some money with Venmo, let me whatever, so it's pretty wild. The first season felt like it was an allegory, don't even know if I'm using that right, for womanhood, in terms of it being like you have to work so insanely hard, and you have to be subjected to all of these deeply strenuous, particular aesthetic
requirements.
Yeah, thank you. And you also have to make it look effortless. So that was really fascinating, and seeing how hard these women work, and understanding the people behind this dazzling little Barbie figure that we see. And then season 2 it's more about their struggles and the imperfection. If season 1 is kind of like about the perfection that they are trying to achieve, season 2 is about the imperfection that's inherent to people, including Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, if you can believe, and also the flawed team system, which is like that they weren't getting paid, and so
and season 3 is what's coming out.
From your mouth to God's ears, Jacquis. I don't know. No, season 2 just came out.
Season 2 just came out.
And like a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And
when was season 1? Was season 1 like years ago?
No, you're thinking very fairly of Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders making the team.
That's what I'm thinking. I was like, I remember watching something about Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders. Which was
like the soapy reality show version.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, on like CMT or something.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a trip. Did we do this with any of the other team franchises? Because that's a trip that we've had 2 shows that both follow Dallas.
I mean, they are.
Is it just because the program is so?
Yes.
They are known as like
big
cheerleaders.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
they are the
I,
cheerleaders.
Gotcha.
I think it's so. The Cowboys are known as America's team, which I personally think is
That's a load of shit.
I think that's debatable. So then the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders are.
America's cheerleaders.
America's cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's
which I agree with, and I'm not going to be questioned on disagreeing with the first statement and agreeing with the second one.
Sure.
But they are I do know the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are like the cheerleaders that will like they'll go out and do other appearances outside of like Cowboy games.
I have a feeling though that other franchise teams are and cheer squads are doing that as well. I think that it is such a recognizable brand, and so much has remained the same since the 70s. Their uniforms are iconic and very recognizable, with like the long sleeves and the kind of bouncy shoulders and the little teeny tiny shorts and the boots. And then they also, ever since the song Thunderstruck came out, they have done the exact same wildly rousing routine with a kick line to Thunderstruck. And they do it at each other's weddings. Any of the Cowboys cheerleaders who are in attendance at each other's weddings.
Not every team has cheerleaders either, or popular cheerleaders, because they can't be out there. Like the Bears, well, half their season is in 10-degree weather.
Yeah.
Like,
They should just push out like a little like warming glass box where like the girls
They
can
just
be
come out
inside
and do-
be
I
like-
like the Bears parka girls though.
Yeah.
They're nice. It's very conservative. It's reasonable.
the Bears.
They don't show a lot of
polka parka
skin.
girls. Anyways, I just think it's fantastic, and I think it should be required viewing.
I'm down. I will watch it.
Required view.
Yeah,
All right.
I love it.
It's interesting, and also a pretty big conversation to have of why are these women who are just as popular as the franchise itself, or in conjunction with them, getting paid hourly wages to be
Preach.
a brand.
So it after season 1 aired. The Cowboys, the football players, had a low-key season, had a disappointing struggle of a season.
That's every year for the Cowboys, let me tell you.
Okay, so that's interesting to know, because meanwhile, their cheerleaders are absolutely winning every single year. And so, especially after season 1 aired, the response to the cheerleaders was huge. And that's why many people, it brought in different fans who were buying tickets to the games, wearing merch that said like just here for the cheerleaders or whatever. And the cheerleaders could hear the difference with the fans, like the reaction. It was a really big deal. And so then I'm kind of like, so then the cheerleaders are kind of eclipsing the football team itself. And then I had a really interesting response, which was getting scared about a toxically masculine response to that.
I was just about to say, if we clip this, we will get so much hate from it, and I want it.
I mean,
I want it.
so your brain went there too. It was
100%.
like,
As
careful,
soon as you said it,
careful.
my brain went there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't want to hurt the boys' feelings.
Because there will be a lot of, and let me tell you about these dirty ass Cowboy fans. Let me tell you about these motherfuckers. Team sucks, but they still think they're America's team. You gotta win. Where my camera at? You gotta win a Super Bowl to be America's team. You haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years. Your cheerleaders are more popular than you, Cowboys. All right? Dak Prescott gets paid $60 million a year to suck. You know who don't suck? The cheerleaders. They doing their job. They entertaining.
Reese, Kelsey.
Yes, they entertain it. When they go on the field, they perform. When the team go on the field, they are going to loser town. All right? Take that, Cowboy fans.
Well, we got Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman in the comments, absolutely furious.
Okay, well, now that we have really enraged people, please watch Netflix's Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, America's Sweethearts.
Hell yeah.